company is Tranquility Internet. I'm Patrick Anderson.
I'm Brian Fletcher.
I'm Justin Trueblit.
And I'm Ryan Moore.
All right, a little background on the company. It was founded in 1995. The person that founded was Leon Schumacher, who's actually a professor in the College of Agriculture. Currently, the person that runs it is his son, Travis Schumacher. Since he is a professor, he is just kind of limited on time to run both a business and teach classes and do research. Originally, it started as a dial-up company, but in recent years, it does offer DSL now, but they've been more focused on offering DSL and T1 accounts, which is like a designated DSL account to business customers. And they've also expanded to web domain and hosting and website design, because a lot of local businesses use them for website design, because they're here in Columbia. They don't have to deal with like some corporation halfway across the country. However, because of the DSL explosion in cable and internet, they've lost a lot of customers over the years to DSL because they haven't been able to offer comparable prices. And they also, a lot of the customers they still have are relatively older customers, senior citizens that still use dial because most of them just want to use email mostly. And they also been trying to find information like, what students really want from the internet, like what they want from the provider, what current things, are going on in the market. And the last thing is they also want to find out if there's a good potential for the new rising MiFi market. As you see here, this is the Verizon MiFi card. It's a portable wireless card, like it uses the phone signal to give you a wireless internet signal just from that card. And they're looking into researching like providing a similar thing and seeing if there's actually enough market to actually be able to do it in Columbia since they're a local based company. Now, our objectives is basically we're going to basically, as I said, try to find out what customers want from their internet provider, such as TV, phone, cable, or just internet. Because the internet companies provide a lot of different services now, but you're really curious to see what people really want from their internet provider. And basically, the decisions are basically they want to try to figure out if they want to repackage a lot of their internet packages, so just internet, maybe internet email or internet phone or internet cable. So they're trying to find out, if the packages are really worth it or is it better to sell them separately. And then finally, they're also trying to figure out what's the best way to approach different demographics. So senior citizens, they prefer to just have dial-up, on-site tech support, easy to help out. Maybe students are might be more focused on price. So there's a lot of different demographics when it comes to internet nowadays, and they're trying to figure out what each one, like maybe certain demographics want, especially from college students. Justin?
We use the campus intercept where we survey. Well, we approached 192 students, and in order to reach our quota of 160, so that's about approximately an 83% response rate. Because our population consisted of all college students, we didn't discriminate based on class. So we used the convenience sample. I know the book sometimes doesn't recommend that, but because of the high traffic areas we surveyed in, we thought it would be the best method for us to use. In the 5 locations we used the entrance of Cornell Hall right out front. We used Ellis Library, the Speaker Circle, the entrance of the Student Center, and as well as Memorial Union. Okay, the main research questions that Travis wanted to know, Travis is the client for Tranquility Internet. The main things he wanted to know whether college students were more interested in just the internet from the service provider, or were they more interested in receiving packages with their internet, such as email, television, or phone services. And the reason this was important was because a lot of the time, a lot of these internet providers are packaging their services, such as MediaCom, for example, and we wanted to decide if everyone to follow the same model as those providers. The second thing we wanted to know was how much would people be willing to pay for MiFi mobile internet. Like as Patrick said, Travis wanted to know if there was a market for the MiFi, and if there is, it's very important for him to know what to price it at, so we can stay competitive with, like for example, the Verizon MiFi. The third thing he wanted to know was whether college students were mostly interested in price, or would they be willing to pay more for a better service? Because with a lot of the college students that he's trying to acquire as customers, a lot of them are pretty computer savvy. So he wanted to know if they would even pay more for customer service when really college students just want to pay a low price. And the fourth thing he wants to know he wants to know what we use the internet for. He's trying to reach a new target market, so it's good to know who your target market is and what they like to do and how to reach them and how to advertise to them.
All right, so now we're going to go through some survey questions and take a look at some of the results we had. So this first question we have here deals with the packaging that they were talking about, and we wanted to see what was important to college kids, whether it be phone, email, or television. We had problems with the email section because a lot of people confuse the email with like free Gmail accounts or with internet provider accounts, because they used to just provide internet email accounts, but that was skewed and we didn't get the right information on that. But what we did find was that the phone was not important at all to college kids, and that's not surprising because we don't really need landlines anymore. We just use our cell phones instead. And but what was interesting was that the television was very important, and that's something that Tranquility will have to look into, because a lot of internet providers do bundle their TV with their packages, and Tranquility currently does not. But so that's something they would definitely want to look into, because there's definitely a market for it. All right, the next question we have here is deals with the mobile internet, the MiFi, and we just wanted to see if college kids were interested in using this device, just to get a general idea of what they thought about it. And we found that they were very interested or somewhat interested in using the device, and very few people said they were not interested in it, which was really good to see, because it's something that is new and innovative, and that Travis is wanting to look into in the future. All right, the next question dealt with how we were going to price the mobile Wi-Fi, and we had 4 options in $5 increments. And if they chose to say that they were interested, they could see how much we wanted to see how much they were willing to pay extra. And not surprisingly, we found that majority of people chose the $5 to $10 increment. But it's good to see that at least they're interested and they're willing to pay a little extra for this device. And then the next question is dealt with customer service, and it's something that Tranquility can really offer to their clients over a majority of the internet providers here in Columbia. And we wanted to see how interested they would be in paying extra for customer service, because that's something that Tranquility has troubles with its pricing. But unfortunately, there was a large amount of people that said no, they would not be willing to pay extra. But there was, the highest category was maybe, and so it's good to see that they at least are interested in possibly paying extra for, we weren't able to do exact pricing, so, but it's good to see that they're interested in it.
All right, I'm going to talk to you about 2 more of our questions, and then I'm going to go over some of the limitations that we faced while doing our surveys and just working as a group. This question, we were just trying to figure out how satisfied customers were with their overall internet use, and we're actually just going to focus on tech support and customer service for right now, following along with the question of, are they willing to pay more for customer service? As you can see, for the most part, customer service and tech support kind of follow the same line. Most users are satisfied to very satisfied. We wanted to focus on this question too because customer service and tech support is one of the more expensive added features that a non-internet service provider can pay for. So we wanted to make sure that if he was going to invest money and pay for all the extra workers to provide the customer service and tech support, that it was going to be worth it. And for right here, most people are satisfied to very satisfied, so we wouldn't suggest Tranquility spending too much extra on customer service to go above and beyond other companies, because obviously people are satisfied with it. The next question I'm going to talk about is we want to see how people spend the majority of their time online. Do they use it doing social network sites? Do they email? Do they do video movies, online video gaming, browsing or shopping? This is important because this helps Tranquility decide exactly what kind of speed to offer. Because if you're only doing, as you can see on this graph, if you're only doing social network websites, browsing, and email, which the majority of people do, they're not going to need a high-speed internet. They're only going to need maybe a 1 megabyte speed, more of an entry-level speed to provide. And then more of online video gaming, they're going to need maybe like 10 megabytes of speed, top quality speed. So obviously, Tranquility needs to offer some lower level, but maybe also look into adding some higher level for online video gaming and getting a niche market there. Some of the limitations we face with giving out surveys, we had a lot of problem with people needing to go to class, people not having time to fill out the survey. They needed to study, they were just talking with friends, they didn't want to be bothered by us asking for surveys. So that was some of the problems we had to face, and you had to get used to getting some rejection that comes with asking surveys. And then we also had some group limitations because of the fact that we're all busy, we all have work, you guys all have work, and are busy. It's tough to get together, to communicate. We often had to use text messaging and emails just to communicate and get together, so it made it a little tough to perform our project.
All right, as our final slide, these are recommendations we're going to present to Travis, in the upcoming weeks. He's going to be happy to hear, we did find a very good interest in a market for the MiFi, and we also think that maybe they should offer these packages in the future, possibly maybe with TV packages, make a deal with maybe Mediacom or DirecTV, because there's a lot of, at times for local areas, you see a local internet company will make a special package with another major provider, so they can help satisfy two different types of customers and niches. And unfortunately for Travis, he's hoping that his support would have been a strong point, but the majority of the people are currently mostly satisfied with their support and customer service. The people that were not satisfied were basically just a few examples of just people that had some terrible experiences where they spent hours on the phone and never got their problem solved. But even the people that said that were overall still not interested in paying more because they see it as just a rare occurrence and just not worth the price. And finally, they will play more reliable service that's really horrible, like Charter, which is they're just completely horrible, I think. But there's still a strong minority that, especially at least for college students, that might prefer price over service. And that's it.
Any questions?
Do you know what Tranquility's market share is now in Columbia? I've never heard of them, so I wonder,
I can answer that.
a rough idea.
I used to work in one summer. It's a pretty small, majority of their clients are mostly business clients now. That's where, in the last few years, that's where most of their clients have come from. Because a lot of business clients they don't just have DSL, but they also have web-based, web hosting and domain servers. But when it comes to like a personal client share, it's very small. Probably less than 10%, I would guess. Because the reason we actually didn't have any college students at Tranquility Internet, and it is a surprise because I remember majority of their personal customers were senior citizens who don't see the need for a DSL, and like cheap dial-up.
Did you guys have a chance to run a cross-tabulation between that dissatisfaction question and how much they would pay more, whether they would pay more?
We did, and as I mentioned, overall, most of the people still prefer price, but then again, these are college students, so, keep in mind, a lot of these students will probably have like a different provider 2 or 3 years down the road.
Right,
But
yeah. So, that question comes from that idea that maybe there might be a niche out there.
Yeah.
But it might
We were
not be
hoping
among
for,
college
but
students, yeah.
this is the service, that's certainly the results we're hoping for.
Yeah.